right off the bat, the name of this video is intending to be confusing. I have another video with the other name that's really what this is about. I don't think they're number 2 and number 1. They're equally important. And I really do think they are for everyone in this world, because we all literally need each other. But that's more to come. Specifically, what I'm talking about with this one, I more or less just for a short time lived in China, and the marketplace in China, it literally was a marketplace. We had our meats, our vegetables, and our clothes. It was literally in a open marketplace. A street vendor, they came every morning, and every person, I think, were independent buyers and sellers, and that's their thinking when they talk about marketplace. So when we talk about marketplace in terms of the United States and Europe, we're literally talking two different languages, and that's obvious, but you wouldn't believe how different we're talking about. Like, for instance, our president recently said that China needs to keep things open so we can have our gadgets, because China has the raw materials, and that's the point. That I do think the China and India and Japan and all these other countries in that part of the world, and for that matter, other countries and other continents, they have literally had to live in the short-term reality of life, because their basic necessity and the fact that they literally could live depended on the fact that they had their things to eat each day. And the point about that is, and this I think I said very clearly in the other video, we literally have to use our whole brains. And I do think that, like I said, China and India and Japan and all these other countries, they more particularly understand the short-term reality and the necessity of living in the short-term reality of life. Because Japan, they don't have central heat. They use kerosene heaters, if they have that. So that's just one example. China, like I said, when they think about marketplace, they're literally talking about a marketplace. And we need each other both in the long-term reality of life and the short-term reality of life, because I actually heard recently that in the United States, the intellectual property rights are the thing that's going to be the most important reality of life for Americans for long term, for a long time. But the truth is, and the other part of that is, China simply doesn't have any value with intellectual rights, because, like I said, they literally think about market as the fact that whoever gets the goods to the marketplace first are literally the ones who has the market at the end of the day. So we literally need to work together. It's not about doing things one way or the other and just doing it one way. We literally need to use our whole brain. And I really do think our education system is very one-sided. This, can't say it now, IQ test, so I was just trying to say, this very much slanted to long-term thinking, and it has nothing, in fact, the whole school system from first grade to PhD level and beyond is all about long-term thinking. Like I said, that's only half the picture. Unless we comprehend and really develop the whole picture, the fact that our brains have two components to them, the long-term reality and the short-term reality, then the short and long of it is we're only using half of our brains. And we need y'all like you need us. And we have, I do believe that we need the property rights that Europe and the United States are particularly good with. But in the same way, we need the people who have the abilities to work and get the goods to the market, and keeping the focus of the short-term realities of life, like family, and at the end of the day, not so worried about what you're going to be doing 10 years from now. You have to think of both, and you have to realize at all times what you need to do at any given reality in your life. I don't even like to say time, because I personally like, there's one of the more recent movies about Peter Pan. Anyway, that was another story. But we need each other. And like I said, the marketplace economy is both based upon the East and the West. And like I said, we need to work together